which we have discussed like quite a lot among ourselves. One of them is that um, some of our ideas are not that are things other people are thinking about and talking about, um, but we take ideas seriously. I think we're all very fond of ideas, um, and we take them seriously. So, when we have an idea, we have a, we meet about it for 3 hours every week, and um, that, and we take notes, and that's already a big difference between like how most people think about ideas. Like they have a thought and then they kind of like let it go. Um, a second aspect, and this is what Aaron Lewis called the secret sauce of other internet, is that we actually listen to each other. And so we allow ourselves to be changed by each other's ideas. And we are trying to find a synthesis that isn't like a compromise between views, but is like a gestalt. And then I think thirdly, like, I think some of us just have a gift to like see what's coming.
Right.
And that's the other two things you can practice. This one you can't. But like we just really are those ones.
Laura, do you have anything to add or remove?
No, I mean, I guess another thing, perhaps, which has maybe less to do with us, but it's also with the fact that until a few years ago, there weren't that many other organizations that were kind of doing certain kind of work or like research, precisely taking these unserious arguments, like within square quotes, like like memes or whatever, but take them very seriously. So we definitely did that, and I think, until a few years ago, there weren't also that many other people that were doing that work. So it's, it's good. It's cool that it seems that some of these early, I don't know, intuition perhaps that we had have been somehow validated in the last few years.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When people joined to be active writers or active or on those Wednesday calls, what worked? How did you feel when people were really integrated and bringing value versus those that kind of like sucked energy and were there just for the sake of, I don't know, hype or something? What makes it valuable in your point of view for people to join the other internet? What worked there?
I think I'm going to answer this one. First of all, the Wednesday writing calls were like typically only me, Sam, and Laura.
Okay.
Sometimes we would invite others. But that's like the thing that we do. There were other things that were like group things. For a while, we were running like a weekly brain trust like session or bi-weekly one. We had like an ongoing peer review chat. I think there were no people who were there for the hype. Like perhaps I think some people in the group complained that I wasn't letting enough people in. But I was pretty restrictive with like who I like allowed to join other internet and like be a part of other internet.
Right.
I think the only and that was something that maybe didn't work that well, because as much as this was a group that I kind of like coalesced, I'm not like the greatest community manager. I don't love being super chatty in like the chat. So I wasn't a person like feeding it with like a lot of energy. I think the things that worked best were like the peer review, to be honest. That everyone in other internet really is like an excellent writer.
Yeah.
So when somebody had something to share, it prompted a lot of really good discussion and many like great edits, great revisions, sometimes like changing people's ideas a lot. and that was something that worked like quite well. Something that didn't work really well was when we refactored the whole Keybase and like had everyone have their own studio. Instead of having topic-based channels, we had studio channels.
Okay,
And then
like
people were kind of like
personalized.
almost live blogging, like live journaling in their studio channel, and visiting each other's channels to like talk about it.
Nice.
That didn't work that well as an experiment, but we did that.
Very interesting. Yeah, that one. I've been in certain communities where leading roles would take on the live chatting aspects, and I find myself extremely annoyed by the amount of content I need to go through that has no structure, no theme, and followed the emotional or rabbit hole patterns of that individual that has been writing. I get it then. All right. If other internet was, let's say, like an organization within a government, what would it be? What would be the outcome? Lara, let's go.
Well, we've had a very big goal at Other Internet, secret mission for the last few years, which is that of